It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll...
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right, and incomplete to open things up. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On play action, they'll throw. And this one is incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll look to throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Second and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And the opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returnable here for Davis.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now here's a throw that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this will be quite a start for them if they can win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games, what a setup for the rest of the season for us.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Jackson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now back to throw. Quick completion to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 33. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run on 1st down with Jackson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On second down, this is Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
As for the leverage game, the offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 4 yards out, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
Remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 11. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Jackson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. To a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He'll try again. Try to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right? Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They'll start here with Jackson, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And some room to maneuver.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Steelers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the